Talking about trios in My Hero Academia, most anime fans will instantly think of Midoriya-Bakugou-Todoroki because they are relatively famous with the community. They all have super awesome powers, cool designs, and personalities that appeal to a lot of female fans. In the recent seasons, there has been a new against in this trio, the UA's Big Three, who have also gathered a vast amount of appreciation from the fan base. This has also caused many debates among the fans about which is the superior trio and vice versa. In the series, the Big Three is highly respected as the great seniors, the living legends of UA. Still, fans believe that the Midoriya-Bakugou-Todoroki trio will soon succeed the title. Is that even possible? Let us all discuss this matter in today's video of Vinoo Anime.
Quirk-wise, the Midoriya-Bakugou-Todoroki trio's powers are no joke despite their young age. Midoriya is the next successor of One for All. Just take All Might as an example. It is no doubt a very powerful quirk, with the determination and hard work of Midoriya. No doubt that One for All will soon be improved and achieve new heights. Todoroki is also very famous for his half-cold, half-hot quirk. Its range of effects is massive, which sometimes makes himself even comparable to some of the pro heroes. Also, the ability to keep his cool in battles helps to increase his win rate by a significant amount. There's also the hot-headed Bakugou, with his quirk Explosions, which enables him to create massive explosions just from his sweat. Like his quirk, he is also super hot-headed and always eager to explode with enthusiasm and energy. Failure doesn't exist within this kid's vocabulary.
And that is a super famous trio. What about the Big Three from the latest seasons? They are already super famous in the series even before fans know about them, with very fearsome ability. Introducing Mirio, Tamaki, Nejire.
The unbeatable Big Three from UA is regarded as the best-rounded trio all over Japan. All of the members have demonstrated and proved their monstrous ability to be superior to others, along with their top-notch study results. They all have been regarded to be on par, or even better than pro heroes. Mirio is said to be the closest one to the #1 hero of Japan. Nejire herself can single-handedly take down a big group of strong and dangerous criminals. And Tamaki's own ability is already superior to most of the current pro heroes.
Now, let's dive right into the details of the Big Three's members.
First is Mirio, the leader of the Big Three, with his quirk, Permutation. His quirk seems very weak and simple, but with extensive training and dedication, Mirio was able to master the quirk and develop a very unique and clever way to fight with it, making him unpredictable. A very suitable candidate for the #1 position, as he was even thought to be untouchable after beating Class 1A within 6 seconds. Besides, he defeated 2 high-ranked members of the 8 Percepts of Death, all by himself despite their super annoying quirk. Then Mirio proceeded to face Chisaki Kai, the 8 Percepts of Death leader, a super strong Yakuza that eventually had to admit his ability, then resorted to dirty tricks, quirk removal, to beat Mirio. Even after losing his quirk, Mirio still tried to fight and stayed conscious after receiving Chisaki's hit. Next is Tamaki, also known as the Sun Eater, a very professional nickname. As a member of the Big Three, Tamaki is really strong with his quirk Manifest. His quirk allows him to recreate anything he ate onto his body. He was able to prove his ability by beating 3 members of 8 Percepts of Death by himself while being forced into a tough situation by the enemy's quirks. He also demonstrated total control over his quirk, flexibly applying it to various situations. A top-rated Quiet, in combination with his wit and tactical ability, makes Tamaki a very fearsome foe on the battlefield. Last but not least, the only girl in the Big Three, Nejire. Her quirk, Wave Motion, allows her to convert life energy into pure energy used in waveforms. Though she's a girl, Nejire's power and ability is no joke, as she can single-handedly deal with a gang. Moreover, she has a free spirit and an affectionate personality that helps bring the positivity to her teammates and people to her.
That's how powerful the Big Three is. The members are not only strong individually, but they also share a strong bond, the factor that makes them such a great team. Does the Midoriya-Todoroki-Bakugou trio share such a bond like that?
In terms of ability and combat potential, the Big Three is undoubtedly way above the Midoriya-Todoroki-Bakugou League at the moment. Still, we can expect that they will polish and improve drastically in the foreseeable future. Enough for them to be on par or even better than the Big Three. However, ability and combat potential aren't enough. To become a complete trio, teamwork spirit is also needed. To make that happen, they all have to help each other grow from scratch. For the big three, Midoriya was always teased for his quirk, but Nejiri and Tamaki always admired and helped him with training. Now let's get back to Midoriya-Todoroki-Bakugou. Midoriya and Bakugou have tried to convince Todoroki to use his power and overcome his past. Todoroki's past wasn't pleasant, as his dad always wanted him to be the strongest, to the point of neglecting his mother. That's why Todoroki always bore hatred towards his father and stayed reluctant to use the quirk inherited from him. During Todoroki's match against Midoriya, Midoriya told Todoroki that the flame was also a part of him, reminding Todoroki of his goal to become a hero. Even though they were opponents, Midoriya still re-inspired Todoroki, helped him realize and overflow with his desire to be a hero once again. That was where Todoroki's flame first appeared in front of the audience and other professional heroes. Not long after that was Todoroki's battle against Bakugou. Bakugou tried to persuade Todoroki to use his flame in a more raging, fierce way. Bakugou always insisted on Todoroki unleash his full strength. He said that giving all his fighting power was the respect for his opponent and himself, and it would be unsatisfactory to win against an opponent who didn't give it all he's got. Bakugou's taunts made Todoroki use his flame, but it didn't seem to work well, as Todoroki's flame died down, and he got thrown out of the ring. Bakugou wasn't pleasant at all with the outcome and always demanded a rematch. Bakugou is a kind guy, but he didn't express his kindness correctly.
The next factor that contributes to the perfect trio is the ability to work with each other. The big three members understand each other really well, and they all have irreplaceable roles. What about our Midoriya, Todoroki, Bakugou?
You might think it's going to be a real mess, as Midoriya, Todoroki, and Bakugou strangely contradicts each other and don't get along very well. However, the reality speaks for itself. Midoriya is very fit to be the leader, who supports and encourages his teammates, just like Mirio. Midoriya is very considerate and kind to people. He won't hesitate to help people in need, and he sometimes acts recklessly, even if he knows he's not capable of it at the moment. Midoriya also helps other people with their own problems as well, even when it doesn't have anything to do with him, as he regards it to being a hero's job, which is to care for and help people with their problems in their life. This trait of Midoriya strongly resembles Mirio's. In the big three, Tamaki does his job as a level-headed tactician for the whole team. This role suits both Bakugou and Todoroki pretty well. Bakugou is always fast to come up with instant solutions, which makes the team follow and counterattack easily. On the other hand, Todoroki is the type to take it slow and often comes up with solid tactics that give the enemy no chance to injure him. Todoroki is very calm and observant on the battlefield, which helps him make better decisions and come up with optimal ways to handle the situation. Finally, the motivator of the trio, Nejire. She always reminds Mirio and Tamaki to focus on what they need to do. She also helps them put aside unimportant thoughts and encourages everyone with her lively cheer. Bakugou can also be considered a motivator. He can help and push his team to focus on the objective with his heated words. Although he looks arrogant and hot-headed, his words are more than enough for his teammates to stay focused. All Bakugou needs is to learn how to control his temper so that his words won't get too harsh and get people to misunderstand.
We can tell that the Midoriya, Todoroki, Bakugou trio has a complicated relationship with much more conflicts and misunderstandings than the big three do. However, we can't expect that these conflicts will help them understand and bond with each other at a much deeper level than the big three. Or maybe they won't take on the role of becoming the new big three, but grow in their own way. Only time will tell, but I believe that whatever path they choose is always the best choices. Let's continue supporting to the series and see how this trio will grow. That's all I want to say for now in this video. Thanks for watching till the end. If you like this video, don't forget to press a like, share this to your friends and hit the notification button. If this is your first time watching Vinoo Anime's video, don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this. Have a great evening and see you guys in the next video.